Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Chaim Durst. I'd like to give an overview of my curriculum called The Art of Essay in this brief presentation. A little bit about myself. I graduated from Columbia in 1992 and have been helping students prepare their college applications for the last 22 years. In that time, I've seen a great deal of success with my students. This is a partial list of where students got in the last 4 years. One thing that I attribute their success to is the methodology that I use in my coaching curriculum called The Art of Essay. And I'd like to give you a brief overview of it right now. One reason why I believe it's so effective is that I help students show vulnerability, self-knowledge, and the capacity to grow. These are the keys that the admissions officer are looking for. Is this student self-aware? Are they willing and able to grow? Have they demonstrated growth in the past? Are they vulnerable enough to listen to instructions, to see their flaws, and to grow from them? That's what they want to know, because those are the types of students that will thrive at their university. My curriculum asks students, who are you? How did you get that way? And who do you desire to be? By attaining that self-knowledge, they craft incredibly effective college application essays, and more importantly, they thrive when they're in college and beyond. So I spend 5 of the 17 chapters in my curriculum on brainstorming. Most mentors start with students with the writing. Hey guys, let's open up a piece of paper, let's start writing. I don't do that. I want students to explore their internal, their external identity, their friends, their mentors, their memories, their moments of joy, conflict, love, and trauma. Those types of things will allow the reader to know that this student is deeply self-aware, is able to grow from setbacks or from challenges, and therefore is well positioned to do well in college. Once I spent those 5 chapters on brainstorming, then we turn to the writing. I talk about point of view. Whose point of view are you telling your story from? Do you want to tell it from your point of view? Let's say you're talking about a chess tournament. You can talk about it from you, your point of view, from your opponent's point of view, or you can talk about it from the point of view of a chess piece that's being moved around the board. By creating an extended metaphor like that, you can show the reader that you have self-knowledge, that you have the creative ability to thrive. What sort of tone do you want to take? Is it serious? Is it tense? What's the pacing of your essay? What about the syntax, the verbs? I analyze every single verb and pronoun and challenge the reader to make sure that they're driving the action forward and they're being aware of how they are marshaling their logic. We talk about the action, the climax, the resolution, and I make sure that the students show, don't tell. The incident and event matters very little. How it affects your thinking, your philosophy, and your worldview, that's all that really matters. Once we're done with the writing, then we spend 2 chapters on editing. I take each essay and challenge it to make sure that it's short enough, it has enough action, that each part of speech, each punctuation mark tells a clear story. We look at the structural analysis and make sure that it is conveying a very poignant aspect of the reader's heart or mind. So that's the personal statement, right? The Common Application asks you for a 650-word personal statement. Most schools have supplemental essays. They fall into 3 categories in general: why major, why school, and a why school major combo. So schools like Yale will say, why do you want to study the subject that you've indicated? It will also have as a separate essay that says, why do you want to come to this school? Schools like Chicago or Michigan or Georgetown have a what is your major and why do you want to study that major at our school? So I break down each of those types of essays and show how you can effectively address them. There are other types of writing as well. There is the community essay. Michigan also has what community do you belong to and what impact have you made? Your extracurricular essay. Schools like University of North Carolina, just say, go ahead and talk about your most important extracurricular activity, how it's impacted you. The last year, about 8 different schools introduced the difficult conversation essays. Schools want to know that you can thrive at their university by having difficult conversations with students, hold your ground, but also honor other people's perspectives. There's the 10 activities in your Common App. You have to do descriptions for each of those. And also there is a 650-word additional information essay, which I help students craft. You don't have to use the whole space, but it's best to highlight aspects that you could not include in your 10-activity list. I will do my very best to help your students grow, to complete all the aspects of their application process, and create essays that are works of art. Only, however, if they are coachable, open-minded, and diligent. I need them to be able to set aside their concepts of what makes for an excellent essay and be willing to challenge the genre, challenge themselves. And by doing so, they're likely to create a work of art that will set themselves apart from the tens of thousands of other applicants that they're going to be competing with. Thank you once again for joining me. My name is Chaim Durst. This has been a presentation of The Art of Essay.